Crane, viper, tigress, roar!
When it comes to Kung Fu Panda, many people think of Po's epic journey from a clumsy cook to the dragon warrior. But one of the most interesting and unspoken themes is the fate of Tai Lung. Why did Oogway, the wisest master of Kung Fu, never choose Tai Lung, his student, a warrior with incredible abilities and ambitions, to be the dragon warrior? Was Tai Lung truly worthy of the scroll, or Oogway was wrong? Let's find out. Tai Lung was abandoned by his parents right outside the temple and was raised by Shifu as a son. He was strong, disciplined, and gifted. Shifu certainly noticed this and began training him as a future dragon warrior. Seeing no one else as a role model, Tai Lung took this desire for himself, and it turned his childish, naive pursuit into an obsession. And this is his main tragedy. Tai Lung thought that only by becoming the dragon warrior would he receive the love and respect of his new father.
What I ever did, I did to make you proud! Tell me how proud you are, Shifu! Tell me! Tell me!
Oogway, unlike Shifu, saw this and realized that he was driven by false desires. In addition to this, Shifu inspired Tai Lung to believe that he was the chosen one and trained him as a future dragon warrior. And Oogway, seeing this internal imbalance, rejected Tai Lung's candidacy as the dragon warrior that very day. If not Tai Lung, then why didn't one of the Furious Five get the scroll? After all, they were also strong, disciplined, and devoted to the monastery. The answer is simple: their teacher was Shifu. After the incident with Tai Lung, he was no longer sure what he should teach his students, so that one of them would become a dragon warrior. Shifu lost faith not only in them, but in himself. As a result, their training took place in disharmony. Yes, they became great warriors, but they lacked something very important. They lacked the very faith that had Oogway.
Yes, Master Oogway.
Now know this, old friend. Whomever I choose will not only bring peace to the valley, but also to you.
In the end, each of them was a master in his own style, but none of them was a master in the most important thing: the ability to be yourself and believe in yourself. They complemented each other, and each remained the embodiment of only one side of Kung Fu. They lacked integrity. That is why the scroll was not intended for any of the five. Their path is to be warriors and friends, but not scroll bearers. The Dragon Scroll is not just a document. It is a symbol of inner harmony. The Dragon Warrior is not the strongest, but the one who is able to see and accept himself, who acts with goodness, with inner balance. Oogway saw in Tai Lung not only talent, but also danger. He understood, if given power without balance, it will destroy both the warrior himself and everything around him. And he was right. When Tai Lung was refused, he did not resign himself, did not ask questions, did not learn. He exploded. He attacked the Valley of Peace, destroyed the temple, and showed that he was ready to destroy for the sake of his desire. Oogway did not choose him because he saw Tai Lung's heart, not because Tai Lung was bad from birth, but because he did not go through the main path, the path of inner harmony. In the Confucian tradition, a mentor is responsible not only for teaching technique, but also for shaping the soul of a student. Shifu failed to do this. He gave Tai Lung martial skills, but did not give him unconditional acceptance. He raised Tai Lung as a warrior, but did not pay attention to his personality.
You were not meant to be the dragon warrior. That was not my fault. Not your fault? Who filled my head with dreams? Who drove me to train until my bones cracked? Who denied me my destiny?
he saw in his student only a weapon. He did not see a child who was waiting for love and acceptance. For him, Tai Lung's achievements were a reflection of his own skill as a teacher. And this was where his pride lay. He raised his student not for his inner path, but for the sake of confirming his own strength.
And it was my pride that blinded me. I loved you too much to see what you were becoming. What I was turning you into. I'm sorry.
On the contrary, Oogway is developed in harmony. He understands subtle allegories. He himself walked the path of a warrior. He was not only the strongest fighter of his time, but also a sage who maintained a balance between the discipline of the body and the purity of the heart. In teaching, Oogway was patient because he saw not only the successes, but also the weaknesses of his students, accepting them wholeheartedly.
You eat when you are upset.
Upset? I'm not upset. Why, what makes you think I'm upset?
So why are you upset?
He did not deny the mistakes of the past, but turned them into a source of lessons. He understands that the truth is not in control, but in trust in the way.
My old friend, the panda will never fulfill his destiny, nor you yours, until you let go of the illusion of control.
The Taoist wisdom says, "Let everything flow as it should." This is why Oogway knew the dragon warrior will not be the one who desires it, but the one who is able to accept himself. Therefore, his view was deeper. He saw that Tai Lung was not a master, but a prisoner of his own ego. And he saw that Po, despite his clumsiness, could find the very integrity that others lacked. In contrast to Tai Lung, Po is the opposite. Insecure, lazy, funny.
What you got? You got nothing, because I got it right here. You picking on my friends? Get ready to feel the thunder. Come at it with crazy feet. What you gonna do about crazy feet? All right, come on.
But open, kind, and honest. He didn't want power. He just wanted to change and grow as a person.
I stayed because every time you threw a brick at my head or said I smelled, it hurt. But it could never hurt more than it did every day of my life just being me. I stayed because I thought if anyone could change me, could make me not me, it was you, the greatest kung fu teacher in all of China.
Yes, he wanted to become a dragon warrior because it was cool, but he did it for selfless reasons. He wanted to help others and be with his idols, with those he truly respected. Shifu didn't pay attention to this. He repeated the mistake again. Like with Tai Lung and the Furious Five, he didn't see Po's personality. For him, the physical component of kung fu was more important.
One must first master the highest level of Kung Fu, and that is clearly impossible if that one is someone like you.
Someone like me?
Yes, look at you. This fat butt, flabby arms,
Those are sensitive in the flabby parts.
and this ridiculous belly.
Hey!
But kung fu is not only yin, but also yang. It is a balance. Only Po managed to see and accept his dark side. Tai Lung is the opposite. Due to the disharmony of his training, he lost himself, and in the fight with Po, he lost his inner strength. In the Buddhist sense, Po was someone who let go of his complexes. He didn't try to be perfect. He allowed himself to be himself. His strength was born from emptiness, as in the teaching that only by letting go of attachments, we gain freedom.
What?
There is no secret ingredient. It's just you.
This story is not just about martial arts. It is a reminder. True strength is within us, and the path to it lies not through force, but through understanding and accepting ourselves.